How's it going, everybody? It's Sean here, and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Reebok Question Mid in this chalk and vector red colorway. Today's video is brought to you by Heffelux. Heffelux is my all-time favorite sneaker insoles, and they sell eTPU insoles, which essentially is the same material used for Adidas Boost. So if you're looking to add some additional comfort inside your shoes, be sure to check out their website, which is linked down below, and you'll see they sell 4 different insole options. So really depending on the type of insole density and cushioning setup you're looking for, whether that's for a pair of sneakers or for a pair of boots, there's going to be something for everybody. So I've been a paying customer of Heffelux for years now, and I honestly stand by their products. They truly do add a ton of difference for my shoes. So if you guys want to check them out and save 15% off your entire purchase, be sure to use the code SEANGO at checkout. So back to the shoes, a big thank you goes out to Reebok Canada for sending me over this pair. This is one of the newest colorways of the Reebok Question Mid, and they released a few weeks ago here in Canada. So the colorway behind this shoe is almost like a vintage take on the OG Reebok Questions, and you'll see throughout the design, there's elements of the shoe that give off a really aged look to it. So this pair retailed for $150 US or 200 Canadian dollars, and the official colorway for this shoe is chalk, vector red, and vector blue. So diving straight into the details, so the majority of the upper is constructed using this very soft, slightly off-white colored leather. So this leather feels very nice and very plush in hand, and it feels like it's a very high quality cut of leather. Overlaid on the front toe cap, we have this pearlized red colored leather, which has a bit of a sheen to it depending on the angle that you're looking at it from. And this leather, similar to the chalk colored leather, also feels like it's very nice quality. Covering the eyelets of the shoe, we have these nylon loops which is covered with a layer of plastic, and it spells out Reebok on the lateral side. And then underneath this, we have more of that tumbled off-white colored leather, along with this embroidered Reebok logo done in a combination of red and blue. Moving downwards, we have more of that off-white colored leather, which wraps around the bottom of the back heel. And then above this, we have this very tumbled white colored leather. And right in the center, we have more of that pearlized red leather that we saw earlier on the front toe cap. This is covered with this blue outline, and embroidered in the center, we have the Question logo done in a combination of gold, red, and blue. For the laces, these come with their signature rope style laces done in this white color, and then underneath this, the majority of the tongue is constructed out of mesh, but we have this tumbled leather overlay on the very top with the Reebok logo embroidered in this metallic gold finish, along with this red colored nylon covering the outer edges. Moving on to the insoles, so these come with their standard foam lined insole. The insole on the left foot is done in this red colored finish, while the insole on the right foot is done in a blue colored finish. But in either case, we have the Reebok logo stamped on the heel, along with 1996, which is Iverson's debut year. This is stamped on the entire length of the insoles. So the upper of these Question Mids sits atop this EVA foam midsole, which is painted in this white color on the exterior. We have these windows on both the forefoot and the back heel, which exposes the hexalite, but in this case, this is just for aesthetic purposes. And this visible hexalite on the exterior actually doesn't do anything from a performance and comfort standpoint. But embedded within the midsole, underneath the heel, we have actual functional hexalite, which while it's not necessarily the same exact hexalite that they use for the OGs, this is more of a stripped down, dumbed down version. It still does provide some level of impact protection. And then on the back heel, we have this circular patch, along with Iverson's signature number 3 embroidered in this gold colored finish. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, so the outsole here is constructed out of this rubber, which is given this very aged yellowed look. So this is supposed to resemble what a clear outsole would look like over time as it ages and turns yellow. So we have this oversized Reebok logo underneath the forefoot, and then underneath the heel, we have this cutaway which exposes that hexalite cushioning that's found within the midsole. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these Question Mids. And for those wondering how these fit, so I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and because of my wider feet and because of the narrow toe box, I've always felt that the Question Mid runs a little bit snug true to size. So for me, I went up to a 10.5, and they fit me well in that my toes aren't feeling like they're really scrunched up. But I feel like if you have narrow, normal, or slightly wide feet and you don't mind more of a snug fit, you can definitely stick true to size. But if you have really wide feet, or if you just prefer more of a roomy feel for your toe box, then I would recommend going up the half size. Moving on to comfort, so the Question Mid isn't the most comfortable shoe out there. To be honest, trying them on, the foam felt kind of dead to me underfoot. There wasn't too much from a softness and cushioning standpoint. And like I said, the hexalite they use on the midsoles now, they aren't the same sort of hexalite that they use for the OGs. So to me at least, it doesn't really feel like there's too much cushioning within this shoe. However, I'm not going to be playing ball in them. This is just a strictly casual use shoe, and I guess for that purpose, it's going to be okay. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and craftsmanship on this pair, if you guys couldn't tell by now, I love the quality of the materials. All the leathers they use, it felt very top notch. And when I got them in hand, I was very surprised and very pleased to see they actually use good material qualities to craft this shoe. And similarly, from an overall craftsmanship and build standpoint, I really had no issues at all. I felt like Reebok did a great job in putting this shoe all together. So with all that out of the way, now let's lace these up and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. While I'm not personally the biggest fan of the question silhouette, I gotta say certain colorways do catch my eye, and this is definitely one of them. I really love the simplicity of this shoe, and while it kind of pays homage to the OG look, I love how it kind of has that vintage twist to it. So while this is technically a new colorway, it still feels like a shoe that I've had in my collection for some time now. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this Reebok Question Mid. What are your thoughts on this colorway? And for those of you guys who are a fan of the Question Mid, is this something you guys would cop, or is this an easy pass for you? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on IG at esco8. You can check me out on Twitter as well at sean.go and visit my website at seango.ca. Before I end this video, another huge thank you goes out to Reebok Canada for sending me over this pair. And for everyone else, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the continued love and support, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video.